my name is Emma Shashurian, and this is my presentation for eec1103 Assessment Free. I have created an interactive exploring farm game for 5-year-olds named Happy Farm, where they get to explore and click around and interact with different animals in different areas. This links it to outcome 2. Children are connected with and contribute to their world. Children develop a sense of belonging to groups and communities and understanding the reciprocal rights and responsibilities necessary to active community participations. Outcome 4. Children are confident and involved learners. Children develop responsibility by learning for curiosity and cooperation and confidence, creativity and imagination. So how does this fit into what? So children will learn to have fun with imagination, investigate and explore ideas, to grow an understanding of the world they live in, to question their surroundings, to show interest in their environment by exploring different areas and communities. How does this link to outcome 2? So by going to Collingwood's Children's Farm, students will learn about the different animals in the farm, and they'll also meet the people that work on the farm and what they do for the community, and they'll learn about their responsibilities of running a farm and how much work goes into looking after a farm. How does this link into outcome 4? In this app, students have to move around different areas in animals. They will grow their curiosity about the different areas and grow and all that, and they'll just like develop, and because it's their farm. How does this link into ASMR? Summer model. Hold on. This app falls into the augmentation model, which is described as tech acts as a tool to functional environment. This is because we are recreating a living farm with different animals by adding rich visuals and sensory additions. For example, in this app, they will see different animals in their environment. The children will have full control when the animals move and make sound. It's their own personal farm. The animals are realistic sounds, and we also include eating and moving. For example, if they press the cow, it will go moo. If they press the other animals, they'll move around. So the cows roll, move. The pigs roll in the mud, etc. Link to Bloom. So the Happy Farm app can be strongly linked to remembering, understanding, and applying levels to Bloom's taxonomy. Firstly, the remembering category is highly evident, in which the app gets students to define, duplicate, list, memorize, recall, repeat, state. This is because as part of the app, students have to go to Collingwood Children's Farms. They will take around and meet and greet all the animals. They will learn information about them in this app. They will test their knowledge by remembering and recalling information. Secondly, this app falls into the understanding level described as classify, describe, discuss, identify, locate, recognize, report, select, translate, purchase. This app focuses on repetition. Students will locate different animals in different environments and identify the animals and see how they move and the sound they make. For example, if they go to the pig area, what will the pigs do? Will they move? And thirdly, the applying level: choose, demonstrate, dramatize, employ, illustrate, interpret, operate, schedule, solve, write. With this app, students become more informed about different animals, their environment, and the world they live in. They can also demonstrate their knowledge by telling, showing other students how the animals behave in the app. How does this link to GEE? The first printable link with my app is explore. Think laterally, rethink goals, which can be defined as the ability to explore further moving. This is because in my app, students have to explore the farm and they have to figure out how to get to other areas, which can also be frustratingly pleasant, because I believe that the game would be very boring if I just left the arrows in to where to go, and this is more of an exploring game. Links to the affordances. Okay. My app has sounds, visual, movement, and simple controls that links it to multimodal meeting, which is defined as a new welcoming orientation towards learning and emerging as one that is parental, flexible, and connected. This is because my app is very flexible and can be used with students who have disabilities, like, for example, dyspraxia, which is a developmental disorder, who have difficulties holding pencils. This will be perfect because you just simply tap and press keys to use the app. Furthermore, this links into the humanistic theory, as it helps enhance the learner's personal and emotional development from a caring and supportive environment. Because students are being supported and not left out of classroom learning. My app is used prior knowledge as an excursion to Collingwood Children's Farm. This is links into the active knowledge of making, which is defined as any instructional method and engages students in learning process, requirement to be meaningful, learning activities, and think reflectively about what their knowledge process is. By having students go on excursions before playing the app, they're already familiarizing themselves with the farm life and the community, and they can also use the knowledge to remember with repetition where the animals are and where they what they do in each area. Like, for example, they know what the cows do, the sheep do, the pigs do, and this also linked to cognitive approach, which states that learning focuses on learners manipulate information during learning and how learners make meaning out of information experiences. The Happy Farm app can be used any place at any time, and it's transportable, which links into the ubiquitous learning, which is defined as a form of learning that is learning on demand. This is because digital technology affords the opportunity to engage in learning anytime, at any place, anywhere that we prefer. Children who have dyspraxia can have challenges depending on what type of development or disorder they have, such as gross motor skills or fine motor skills. This type makes it easier for those who have fine motor skills because if they're writing with a pencil, they can just hold the app and press the keys, which just makes it a lot easier to do everything in the classroom and they don't miss out, which is why this is great for people with dyspraxia. In my app, I address copyright by using everything from Scratch. This is important because by thanking Scratch, I can avoid the possibility of copyright infringement, and by avoiding plagiarism claims, this can lead to serious consequences. And as a future teacher, it's my responsibility to show students that I can also uphold these values, and result students are able to understand how to use technology in a safe and ethical way, serious way. According to Shin, students are also actively taught how to use technology in safe and ethical ways. There's a role of teachers to help students recognize the seriousness of issues and provide ethical, useful measures such as website evaluation checklists. I've made a lot of changes about my original idea from being a sorting game to an exploring one, and I had challenges learning Scratch, but after watching tutorials online, I surprised myself by creating a functioning game that I hope you enjoy as well.